Yeah, so we did not get a lot of cloud moisture. It was only around 15%. So with that low moisture content, the possibility of making it rain is very small. So we did not achieve success from that perspective. But still, we got a lot of very useful information. And not only that, we had set up 15 stations at different parts of Delhi to measure the level of air pollution, the level of moisture, etc. So our data shows that there has been some reduction between 6 to 10% in Pm2.5 and Pm10 concentration. So which shows that even with a very small or low level of moisture in the clouds, when we do the seeding, it does result in some impact, not the impact that one would ideally like to see, but still some impact. And that's an extremely useful information or data for us in order to plan our future seeding experiments.
So there have been political statements which are raising questions on the expenditure of this whole process, that was it worth it, because the expenditure happened but the rain did happen. What do you have to say on the expense, and in the upcoming future do you think that it's going to reduce?
So the very name that it is an experiment implies that it can be successful and it may also not be successful. So that is the very nature of any scientific endeavor. And if we fear failure and because of that we don't undertake the experiment, then we will not make progress. Having said that, if you look at the overall cost, today we did a seeding of about 300 square kilometer area. The overall cost of that, in my very rough estimate, would be somewhere around 60 odd lakh rupees, which translates to somewhere around 20,000 rupees odd per square kilometer. And if we do a seeding for 1,000 square kilometer, this 20,000 will become 2 crore. And if we do seeding over the entire winter period, which is 4 months, and we assume on average we get clouds once in 10 days, then this 2 crore becomes somewhere around 30 odd crores, 25-30 crores. So that in the overall scheme of things is not a very large amount. The amount of money that is spent in pollution control in Delhi is much, much higher.
One last question. On 29th of October, will the process continue? How many sorties are you expecting? How many rounds of cloud seeding can we do?
Yeah, so we expect to do 2 more sorties today. We are also expecting slightly better moisture content in the clouds, finger crossed. So hopefully we will have better results, but only the actual seeding process and future will tell how much we succeed.
Sir, can you please throw a light on the process of this entire system?
So what happens during seeding is that we inject a very finely ground mixture of common salt, rock salt and silver iodide into the cloud. I should point out at this stage that the mixture we are using is our own. Generally, the mixture that is used is actually not a mixture, it's only silver iodide that is used. But our researchers have come up with a somewhat novel mixture, and we inject it into the clouds. Around each tiny particle, water starts condensing, and when there is enough condensation, it falls down at a water droplet. When there are enough water droplets that fall down, it causes rain.